Hi, good morning. I hope all of you are doing fine, and thank you for participating in yesterday's question where I asked you about the abundance check and you all answered. I have sent a screenshot where I've mentioned how to use an abundance check. You can also sort of top it up with a few angel numbers, sacred numbers, and divine frequencies. Like you have the number 858 in order to bring stuck money back into your life. You have the number 14710 in order to wherever your money blocks are, whenever you are in the frequency of 14710, you keep clearing those money blocks. Then there is also number like 808, 520, 741. These three numbers, 808, 520, 741, help in allowing money to come from different kinds of spaces. For example, 741 is also responsible for allowing stuck money to come back. And 520 is also responsible for allowing stuck money to come back. There is one number which I found in a switchword group, and this was by this master called Divakar Manipalli, and I really like his work because he comes up with the most innovative numbers and most innovative frequencies. And his number was 199621147. 199621147. And what I did, I kept on chanting that number 199621147, 199621147, 199621147. And of course, in the first 2 days, nothing really happened. And I thought that, what is this happening? And everyone is like writing testimonials about 199621147, and I'm not getting a result. What's happening, basically? So, but then, what happened is after 2 days, money started flowing in, and then ideas started coming, and my creativity had no bounds. And then when I utilized those creative methods, more money started coming in, and there was this flow of money that I was unable to manage. Of course, I have spoken to you about how I had this fear of the inability to manage money. That if I have more money, someone will come and steal it from me. If I have more money, someone will come and rob it away from me. If I have more money, people will just barge into the house and, steal things out of my wardrobe. So anyway, of course, you don't have money nowadays in order to, stock it up in your wardrobe, right? But yeah, the vision was that. The vision was mostly that. And I knew that, the vision is not mine. So the vision belongs to someone else. Probably the vision belongs to my great grandfather. And that's what. So whenever you get a fear of any kind, be it associated with money, be it with something that, be it with your relationship, be it with something that you are not at ease with, that's when you ask this question. Please understand, this is a tool. This is the tool that I had learned in Access. It's a beautiful tool. This is the tool I've been using most of my life for the last 5 years. That whenever a fear, whenever a thought, whenever a limiting belief comes, you don't even have to find out where it came from, how you picked it up, and how it has been passed down from generations, whether it came from television, whether it came from the environment, whether it came from other people. You don't have to find out. But the point is, anything, even if you have an inkling of the fact that this fear, this guilt, or this feeling, or this limiting belief, this restriction, this constriction, if it is completely not yours, if you feel that it doesn't belong to you, the only thing that you have to keep on chanting is, who does this belong to? Truth, who does this belong to? My fear of money, truth, who does this belong to? I'm not comfortable with money. Whose statement is this? Who does this belong to? If you make money, you are going to become corrupt. Whose voice is that? Who does this belong to? I say it loud, I do it a lot in my bathroom sometimes, and my mom and dad think that I'm talking to ghosts and spirits. Anyway, that's for you to freak you out. But yeah, I do keep asking, who does this belong to? Who does this belong to? Who does this belong to? Truth, who does this belong to? Is this mine? Is this not mine? Because if it's mine, then I will know. But if it's not mine, I will feel a sense of heaviness. Who does this belong to? Whose voice is that? Who believes in it? Who does this belong to? Truth. Who does this belong to? If you keep on asking, if you keep on asking to all heavy emotions that come up, please understand, you have to rely on your body. There is no fixed intervention. There is no fixed methodology. You have to rely on your body. And when you rely on your body, that's when you ask, your body will respond. Truth, who does this belong to? And immediately you will feel a shift in your body, that you will feel something has left your body. Even if you close your eyes and if you open your palms like this, you will feel something leaving your palm. Truth, who does this belong to? This feeling that I'm feeling right now, where my body feels constricted every time I think about money. Truth, who does this belong to? Is this really mine? Is this not mine? Whose voice is that? Who talks about money in a negative manner? Whose voice is that? Who believes in poverty consciousness? Who does this belong to? And immediately it will start going. So that's one of the techniques that you can use in order to work with your limiting beliefs, work with your limiting thoughts, work with your fears, your restrictions, all the kind of should and should not you have attached. Now this is tool number 2, which is should and should not. When people come to me for private consultations, of course, if you want, you can call me up and you can let me know if you want private consultations. But anyway, when people come to me for private consultations, the first thing that I want to do with them is I ask them to make a list of should and should not. We have so many should and should not in our lives, right? The room should be clean. The clothes should be pleated and kept in the wardrobe. You have to and you should become a good girl, otherwise you will not be loved by your husband. You have to and you should go to school and study, and after that you should do your +2, and then after that you have to do your graduation. Most preferably you should do medical science, and then you should do your post-graduation, and only then you will become secure and stable. Well, all of that should and should not comes from outside. It doesn't come from inside. It comes from outside, you see. Because should and should not cannot come from inside. When you are born as a little baby, do you have all this should and should not? You don't have all this should and should not. That's the reason a baby can go to someone and ask, hey, give me this chocolate. Right? That's how babies are. And then they will start crying if they don't get it, right? I mean, can you do that? Can you go and ask someone like, hey, give me that, and then you start crying? So the point is, you can do that. You have to allow that child in you to be alive and be active. So when you are born, you are not born with all this should and should not. These should and should not come to you from your environment, from the people you grow up with, from your parents, from your grandparents, and all the people that form your family system, and that's what makes you rigid. That's what makes you this thing, this immovable, and then you have this all aches and pains. Why will the body show aches and pains? The aches and pains are there because should not, and this is should, right? So that's what especially when I have people coming to me with body rigidity and they have difficulty in body flexibility. Sometimes there's ache and pain, sometimes there is fibromyalgia. The first thing that I want to do with their body is, if I take away all the should and should not, what will happen to you? I ask the body directly, body, what is going to happen to you if I take away all the should and should not from you? And I make them write the shoulds of their life, the different shoulds of their life. There could be 100 shoulds, I don't care. But I make them write the different should, and then I make them write the different should not. And when the should and should not are there, I ask them, what will it now take for you to destroy all this should and should not? And I ask them to burn the paper, and I ask them to do it on an everyday basis. So because when you write every day and when you burn every day, all the neural pathways, all the belief systems that have formed the different neural pathways in your brain starts to getting dissolved, because these should and should not have formed real actual neural pathways in your brain. So you have to write it every day, and you have to burn it every day. Sometimes I ask them to do it for 21 days, sometimes for a week, sometimes for 90 days if they have very strong belief systems which have come to them not only from their childhood but also from their ancestral belief systems, and sometimes even from past lives. I will be talking about past lives and abundance probably in the upcoming videos. But yeah, today I'm leaving you with these two tools. One is, who does this belong to? Who does this belong to? Who does this belong to? Truth, who does this belong to? Whose voice is that? Who said it? If you keep saying it, the point is you don't have to know who it is. But the moment you say it, you start disconnecting from something that you believed was your own. And now when you ask who does this belong to, you immediately disassociate and you become lighter. That's one. And the other is to make a list of should and should not every single day. Maybe more should and should not will be added as newer days keep coming, and then keep burning the paper for preferably for 21 days. So thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.